you've ever been on TikTok, you've definitely seen those Reddit story videos. What you might not know though is that these videos are behind like an extremely bizarre guerrilla marketing campaign. Okay, let me elaborate. On the surface, Reddit story videos appear to be genuine stories commented by real people online, and a lot of them are, but there is a subset of videos that are number one, made up, and number two, meant to kind of covertly advertise something. Listen, I don't think there's anything wrong with that, but nobody seems to notice it. It's very weird. Let me show an example. Okay, this story is about a doctor trying to help an overweight patient lose weight. I'm not gonna show the whole thing because that would be really boring, but just watch this one part.
Somehow, my patient came back 3 weeks later 15 pounds heavier. He said he couldn't get past the bitter taste of black coffee and he was constantly craving 40-piece chicken nuggets, so he gave up and went back to his old habits. Luckily for him, during that month period I had found night food cookies, which were completely healthy to eat at night. I was testing its effectiveness because they're low in calories and are meant to be eaten past midnight, unlike other junk foods. I ate them every night and didn't see any changes in my weight or feel any unhealthy, and I was getting better sleep whenever I ate them.
Okay, that one was a bit blatant, but if you couldn't tell, that was an ad for these cookies. If you're not convinced for whatever reason, just expand the caption. You see a nice little advertisement disclosure, which is pretty normal. You know, social media ads, I'm pretty sure, have to be disclosed like this as required by law. You'll also notice a little thing reading, "This story may be adapted for more entertainment." Because what could that mean at all? I don't know. I mean, we have no... Again, I don't really think anything here is like evil necessarily. The product seems fine as well, but everybody in the comments are treating the story like it actually happened. There are a few people calling it out. That's overshadowed by like thousands of people being like, wow, I can't believe this doctor guy fixed this guy with these magical cookies. That might seem weird because the snippet I showed was pretty focused on promoting the product. That was just a clip from a much longer video, so it kind of makes sense why so many people don't notice it. And the great thing about these videos is that as long as people ask what the product is, TikTok just generates a link to the product. So basically, as long as they vaguely talk about the product in their, you know, adapted story, or at least just like very quickly name drop the product, people who think the story is fully real will open the comments probably wondering like, wow, I can't believe that actually happened. Then they'll see a link to the product generated from a real person's comment who is likely also unaware that the video was an ad, and then they'll click it to get to the product, potentially never knowing they were being advertised to. It's like a really weird like brainrot psyop. This is where I feel kind of weird about this stuff. If we look at the caption again, I mean, this gotta be like the most discreet way to word these things. More importantly though, you have to expand the caption to see this stuff. I'm pretty sure that's against FTC guidelines. I don't know though. Even if it's not, it's still pretty annoying. Especially since the Reddit story format inherently presents the content as if it was real and written by real people. It's also important to note that, specifically in the example I showed, the speaker is a doctor. So these people just made up a story where a doctor talks about how great the product is and then uses it as a method of treatment. Guys, come on. I'm not gonna show more examples, but there's a lot of these. I don't know. I just don't think you should have to use like MK Ultra tactics to get people to buy your, you know, TikTok products. This video isn't really like an expose or a PSA. I don't know. Just keep your eyes peeled.